Hello, my name is Vladimir. I am the citizen of Ukraine, born and live in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. I want to tell a story that took place on the 29th of March this year. That were the days where the Russian troops were close to Kyiv city, and it was really dangerous in my district that's called Obolon. It was really close to the front line. So I decided particularly to move to the center of the Kyiv to one estate of my friend. And so on the 29th March, center of Kyiv, me and my friend are going out of his parents' house that is close to the estate that I lived, and we are being stopped by the policemen. They ask for our documents, we show our IDs, they ask for our mobile phones, to check them. Yeah, I also give. They check and give it back. Then comes another policeman. I should say that there are really many of them, some cars. And this guy asks, "So, what do you have in your pockets?" We show the keys. He said, "We should check that property." So one group came with my friend, and one came with me to the estate where I stayed. I was also say that no one introduces himself, so we didn't know. And according to the law of the wartime, you are not allowed to make videos with the police or with armed people, etc. So they were just saying what to do with the machine guns, everyone. So you know that you even can't ask anything. So we went to the home. I brought them, opened the door, while another group was checking the house of my friend's parents. And they say we should take search with no witnesses, with no protocols at all. So there was the boss. I don't know. He other called him Yurevich, so that's the patronymic name in Ukraine. And so actually started the lawlessness. Some of those guys were just opening ev- ev- all, for example, opening the bags, as I had my bags, that just without any permission, searching everything through, and what can I say? They were even saying really not some naughty things, or about asking, for example, what kind of porn do you watch, while one of them was watching my laptop, and also continue, oh, how nice that you can film us, because when you can film us, you are too protected and you're all better. So they told some kind of that actually, and their boss had stopped nothing. Yeah, he was also checking their everything. Then my friend came. They didn't allow me to call my lawyer, for example, or any other person. They're checking everything, and they're also stealing the time. Can you just believe that the police people who came into your home, they're just stealing? As after they called search, one came back. I've seen that they've stolen the perfumes. Even this was an open bottle. They also stole the liter of Jägermeister. Can you believe that? Yeah, and an old iPhone that was in the bag of my friends. So, to say more, that we have many gadgets there. So, for example, my laptop and some of my mobile phones, my friend's laptop, and and they also took his mobile phones. And what is more, our another friend, he also, because as he also lives close to front line, in case of emergency evacuation, he just brought his some of his things, for example, as well as laptop or iPad or some other documents to also to the home of my friend. And so then we should take it for a check. I say, why? You've also already checked it. I can't understand why police should check it. Maybe it should do, for example, a security service, or what do you want to find there? They all now we need to check another property. So we in three cars, so there's just one car and two vans, two minibuses. First went to my home. We're also searching everything. Also same without permission. Also, one of them was laughing from when he switched on the PC that was at home. Yeah, also laughing for the private messages with my friends or with my relatives. So the last lawlessness. Do you understand that it's called in Russian word беспредел? So that was the real lawlessness. After that, they decided to check my garage. They also went there. From my home, they also took some things as notebooks or they call PCs, or and also some storage cards. We went to my garage. They're also searching it, so that everything lasts for more than 4 hours. So after that, I say, okay, now what now? Okay, we'll see now. So after that, they're bringing us to the security service of Ukraine, also living out there and giving thing they took by my home, but not those gadgets that were taken on the first estate. After that first estate, they brought it to the building of the national police in the center of Kyiv in Vladimir Street. That was before we went to my home and lived there back. So I don't know why they divided all the things, but they brought us to security service. We spent some time in security service. So first, the guys asked us some questions, so we answered. Then we waited. Then they gave everything back what was brought to the security service of Ukraine, and we left it. And so I can say that that nowadays one can say that. Security service of Ukraine, for example, took and disappeared many journalists, etc. I'm in the past, I'm the political blogger, the opposition blogger, yeah, journalist, and you say that they're normal guys, really, and if you're not breaking the law, if you're an honest person, if you don't get money from the enemies for saying some things, so then everything's okay. And so I could say that no, actually no questions. They've asked, what about our gadget there? They say they didn't brought it. Okay. So there was also a problem that everything was closed, though the main police department also as well. So it took only about 10 days when we were able to write a claim, just to give back our things. So if the security service of Ukraine, there were no problems with us, they give everything us back. So, and the unknown policeman who didn't introduce, who behaved well, to say nothing of the security service. So they just took our things, some things that even stolen, as nothing was protocol. That's all, no documents, no witnesses. That's all. The lawlessness. I repeat it for one more time. So we wrote the claim to the office of the national police. So that also took maybe about more than a month. We're also meeting the investigator, asking friends. We found the videos where those policemen who were coming by those cars, etc. So then it was 27th of June. And then I get the call from unknown call, and when the guy says that, oh, maybe we should, or maybe we have your things. I say, yeah. Okay, tomorrow we'll meet and you'll get them back. I say, okay. Also ask the officer from the state police. He says, yeah, the guys say that you'll get everything back. Okay. So the next day, no one comes back. I'm calling back that number. The number is not answering, so that's just kind of fake double number, yeah, that those policemen use. I call the officer, say that no one is calling to me. The same day, he says, okay, wait, again, this number is calling, but with the other guy who says this, I'm just an intermediary, I should bring your things. I say, okay. So we meet in one cafe, and those guy has a bag. I don't know who that guy. He was not by the search. He gives the bag. That I see that there are my phones missing. There was my iPhone, my Virtual, and my old Nokia. He say, now you should write that you have no claims. I say, okay, stop. But there are 3 of my phones missing. He said, oh, no, just an intermediary. Tomorrow the guys who was called Yurevich, he will come and you will solve all the problems. But I can't give you anything back without. I say, okay, I understand you. Of course, next days no one is calling us. The number doesn't answer that number. So we still don't have our gadgets. And then in 2 weeks I call the officer who made the investigation. He said that now all the process will be sent to the State Beareau of Investigation. He says now they will solve the situation. And so now we're still waiting because there was maybe the post problems that still 2 weeks, yeah, insane. Whether in city, just the State Beareau of Investigation still can't get the mail with all the documents from the national police. But now we're waiting of our things. But you know that we also said we understand that all people can do mistakes. Just give us back our things. But when those who have to protect you, they steal your things. Your things are just disappearing. For example, if it's physical evidence, it's also a crime. It's a police crime. Whether they lose that. So actually, that's the reality of life in Ukraine. That's the reality of the police in Ukraine. And really, now we're really looking forward to see the result of State Beareau investigations. We really want our things back, our compensation for the things that are lost. But we understand that they're lost. And we'll see. I also ask all the journalists or lawyers who can support me in this situation, contact me and also repost this video in order people know the truth. That I even don't know if our government know that really what's going on by the time of the war, when you know that without, for example, without gadgets we can't earn money. For example, my friend is a programmist. He's working laptop on what he's programming. So we lost money. We couldn't invite money. So how could we support the economy of Ukraine? What we always hear in the media by our government, that when they just the police prevents us from doing that, and they take our things and don't give them back. So I think that truth will come. So make love, not war. Peace to my homeland, Ukraine. That was Vladimir from the Kyiv city.